So, my next um, article is on the first Chinese company IPO. Well, the first Chinese IPO since April rises 10% in debt. So this is company called YY Inc. Incorporated. It's the first Chinese company to brave the U.S. initial public offering market since April. Was expected to meet a wary investor base on Wednesday, yet YY's stock managed to rise 10% in its debut in Nasdaq, a Chinese interest social media platform with a famous gaming video chats. YY priced its offering at $10.50, the low end of the expecting range. The company raised $82 million for investors by selling 78 million shares. Morgan Stanley, Citigroup, and Deutsche Bank led the underwriting of YY. It's been a rough year for the Chinese IPOs. Investors already skittish because of some high-profile according scandals involving Chinese companies have shied away from these offerings. 4 offerings were pulled by 2 that have gone public this year and performed fairly well. Shares Online retailer Fish Shops, also known as VIPs, have rarely dubbed since their March IPO. And online advertising company Acquainti Group, the AQ is up nearly 10% of its IPO price. YY's CEO David Lee said that the translator that has been less concerned about the US market's reception to Chinese companies in the short term expects to unlock values for shareholders over the long term. So here it's about this company from China. It's a social media called YYs. I'm not sure what the YY stands for. It's not really listed here, but so it's trying to come into the U.S. markets and like trying to be a leader in its own market and everything. It's like a social network with gaming, so I guess it has an advantage with that. But I guess this thing here, there's been a slight bit of I don't know, some mismanagement things here, and it's like I don't think it's gonna go well in the US because Chinese social media companies have had a reputation of bad management, so they have to prove themselves here because they're not the first ones to have an idea like this. So yeah, and I guess these Chinese social media companies aren't really trusted within the US, so they really had to prove themselves here. Plus, it says here that it rises in debt by 10%, so something must have, like it says in the story, like something must have went wrong with this company. But yeah, YY Inc. is what it's called, and hopefully I hope they could get into the US. It sounds like a neat idea, the whole social media thing with games, but I don't know, I'm not too sure about the social media thing anymore because Facebook, for example, has been it's just getting more and more into your privacy and everything, and this company, I don't think it can be trusted, because a lot of social media companies are wanting more and more details about you and your personal life. So I don't know. it's just a personal opinion. I'm not too sure about social media. I bet it sounds like a great idea, though. I mean, like, I don't see why a lot of people wouldn't want to try this YY Inc. thing. But yeah. Anyways, I got this article from the CNN Money. The link is at the bottom of the screen. And yeah.